to bandits, kidnappers, and sponsors of terror surrender or face the full force of the Nigerian state. These windows of surrender will not remain open forever. No mercy will be shown to those who trade in blood of Nigerians.
This is the evening of Friday, June 12, 2026. Good evening, everyone. No matter what you are doing in Nigeria, please don't die for Nigeria. Don't die for Nigeria. When we were doing NSAS protests, that was 2020, right? Or 2021, and bad governance protest of last 2 years, August 1 to 10th, and subsequent protests that we have done in the past, there are some things that I understand. It is important for you to prepare for yourself. You prepare to die for your people, prepare to die for your community, but please don't die for Nigeria. There is a reason why I'm saying this. You see why we are lamenting, why we are complaining about the terrorist attacks and the people in the bushes, the students, the teachers, the Christians, some of the Muslims, different kinds of people in the bush, why we are all lamenting that the government are not doing anything to bring them out. People hit the streets because of the love they have for Nigeria, I believe. But why they are in the streets? The Borno State government, where Kashim Shettima came from, the Borno State government who appointed Boko Haram as a commissioner of religious affairs for the implementation of Sharia in Nigeria, the same Borno State government have budgeted 12 billion naira for last year and this year for Boko Haram. 12 billion naira they budgeted for Boko Haram. So what I'm saying is verifiable. I made a video showing it on their budget. That was last year, okay? Now, this same Borno State, why people were protesting against Boko Haram, bandits, these same people released 720 terrorists. They released them today into the society. They released 720 terrorists into the society. People may not understand why you are protesting against Boko Haram, bandits, different kind of terrorists, protesting that the government should end them. The government is releasing them into the society. Well, for an ordinary person, the release of these terrorists into the society, they will say it is a normal thing. But one thing that baffles me is that they did not plan to release it today. Why do they do it while everybody was protesting? They hurry up to release them into the society. They are passing a message to you. Why you are protesting that Nigeria should be better? You don't know that these people have another plan entirely. These people have another plan entirely. And now, let me finish up with this. They did not just reintegrate 720 repentant terrorists into the society. They also reintegrate their spouses, their families, 992, which is equivalent to 1,700 terrorists. They call them repentant terrorists. They pump them into the society. This is what they have been doing time with that number, pumping them into the society. Now, 8 soldiers were beheaded by the repentant bandits, as they call them. 8 soldiers were beheaded by the repentant terrorists. After Nuhu Rebadu sent delegation to Kaduna, they now put them into the society. These people behead 8 soldiers. For you, you are fighting for one Nigeria. I pity you. I pity you. Yes, I pity you. Because you are going to fight this fight to a point where you will come back to your senses. Do they really tell you that they want one Nigeria or they need one Nigeria? See, one of the greatest mistakes a lot of people are making is that instead of them to fight for their community, fight for your region, fight for your people, because there is a war that is coming to your people. You are fighting for one Nigeria. Fighting for one Nigeria is automatically supporting these terrorists. Anybody fighting for one Nigeria right now, you are supporting these terrorists that are killing the people. Do you want to know why? Yes, this is because Nigeria state is sponsoring all these terrorists. Nigerian state is sponsoring them. Okay, what do you people want? What do you people really want? You saw that Tinubu's coalition imported Fulani militia. When Buhari entered, they armed them. They said we should give them our land or we die. That was what Femi Adesina said. They did all sort of things. Not that you are not aware. So there was a point after protesting. I started asking myself, is this really the way out? No, is this really the way out? So do we really mean that Tinubu, who is the head of that coalition that imported terrorists into Nigeria? This is not an allegation. They accepted that they imported it. So I'm not saying that they do. They themselves accepted that they imported it. They said they imported it to remove Jonathan for political reasons. How can you? That is treasonable. How can you import militia from outside the country and you say it's just for election purpose? Then after the election, what happened? They were unable to control them. So these people are the one killing everybody. But guess what? You can see the whole governors still supporting Tinubu. Then their subordinates are still supporting APC. All of them are supporting the chain of terrorism in Nigeria. And because of that, I pause. Yes, I pause. A lot of people, who saw my videos before of protests and all those things. At a time, I paused. I had to pause because I have to reason. If everybody could prepare and said, yes, let us come out and die, enough is enough. That was what I was thinking that it is going to happen in that end bad governance protest of last 2 years. But unfortunately, Nigeria is not one. No unity. So we came out, so many people were charged for treason. So many people were arrested. So many people were shot dead. So some people did not bother. They didn't care about what happened. Everything just go like that. So the issue here now is this. If we continue to do one thing that is not yielding result, there is a difference between a protest and a revolution. Oh. I thought NSAS would be a revolution. I thought bad governance protest would be a revolution. That is why I joined. Until we are ready to die. Until you are ready to die, there is nothing that will change. Because these people are not ready. They are building their foot soldiers. They are pushing these terrorists into the society, preparing them to the war that is coming. I just made a video this afternoon that the United Nations has released a report again. This is the second time in my lifetime United Nations is releasing a report on sectarian violence. One is 2012, when Boko Haram asked Christians to leave the northern part of the country, that they want to Islamize Nigeria. 2012. Go and verify it. It's still on the website of United Nations. By the way, I read it before making this video as well. Then, it happened day before yesterday again. They said that there is an Islamization of Nigeria. This is UN experts, United Nations. It's still in their website. They said there is a forceful conversion of Christians and other minority religions in Nigeria. And that is true. I have published the videos many times, even when the Sharia team were visiting Yoruba spiritual people, forcing them to join Sharia. And I perceived what was coming to the Southwest then. And now they are using the barrels of guns and so on and so forth. There is a problem. See, Albert Einstein said, if you give me an hour to solve the problem on Earth, I will spend 59 minutes defining it and 1 minute solving it. At this point in time, we need to think. We need to think. What are we going to do? I hope everybody, all the whole youths, are thinking of buying gun, joining a vigilante group. A nation that is like this in Nigeria, everybody's supposed to have gun. I did not wait for someone to advise me to go and buy gun before I went to buy and register them, went for the training and join a security outfit. I didn't wait for someone to tell me. So if you are waiting for someone to push you to do this, you are making the greatest mistake of your life. Now, we all are shouting about this insecurity. If every youth who can afford gun go and buy gun today, forget about people saying that how can I buy pump action? Terrorists coming with AK-47. There is a video that they didn't permit me to publish it. These terrorists, they came into the society. The villagers in their numbers were shooting them with all those shoot and run hunters gun with pump action. But the terrorists that came, the bandits, they were with AK-47 running. We are not determined to do it. If we are determined, we can do it. They were running with AK-47. See, the warfare now is strategy. It's not all about you carry this gun, you carry this gun, you carry this gun. It's now strategy. You use strategy. Now, a lot of people, anyway, it's not everything that I'm going to say on social media because this is a battle for survival. People are facing existential threat. So they have right to live. They have right to do so many things. They have right to live. I mean it. You have right to live. Nobody have right to take your life. But in all these things, only thing that I'm telling you is that don't die for one Nigeria. Yeah. I'll be glad if I die for my people. I'll be glad if I die fighting for what I believe in. But you have the right to believe what you want to believe. Or I want you to think on what you believe. Believing that Nigeria is going to work again, it shows your level of IQ. It shows the information available to you as well. You understand? It shows the information available to you. As far as 1999, Tinubu told them that he doesn't believe in one Nigeria because he knows that it's not going to work. So we might continue to lament 100 years. Nothing is going to change. If something is going to change, it could have changed. Is there anything you are doing today that people have not done before? I want you to think. Is there anything you are doing today people have not done? It's only one thing that we have not tried. Let's divide this country. Let's divide it. Since you people, when it was right, you people refused to return this country into region, then let's divide this country. Let's see if it's not going to get better. Don't die for one Nigeria.